I'm just too rugged. I tell you why. No, 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 no. Steady wasting it, steady wasting it. We are here. And tired as hell. Let's live it up. Oh. Hey. We are live. We are in a physic knick-knack. Welcome, Divided. You got sound on TikTok early today. Sounding on the top. Yeah. Let me see what we got. Sounding on the top. Oh, wow. I'm tired. Tired today. What can I say? Be tired. We good? That's that Twitter. We twittered out. We twittered. Oh, we got sound on the platforms we are on. On Facebook. Welcome to another edition of Shit Talking. Twitter. On Facebook right now. We bring it back. We cut it back down. We cut it back down. Oh, there we go. We cut it all down. Let me know. We're alive and well. We here, baby. We're here. We are here. Welcome to another edition of Shit Talking. Shit Talking. Hit me with the roll. Yeah. Let it build. That's enough. Y'all have to pay for the rest. I am your host. Edie, hello peeps. Hey, Edie, how you doing today? In the place. I am your host, joined by my panel. Miss Barbara said y'all early. She got a jokey joke on. Miss Barbara, thank you for joining us. We try to say as seven-ish. We try to stay within that 7-ish realm. I am the one joined by my panel of hosts, Big Yoda. Let's give it up for our brothers who are always here, but they are not here. Big Bone, Big Body. Bone, Big Body. Boom, boom, boom. Mega Fist Blaster. Your man, Truth. Who Lolly 528 and says, hey, y'all. Joining in. And let us not forget about the voice. The voice. Thank you for joining us. It's another Sabbath. Once again, you could be anywhere in the world doing whatever it is you want to be doing, but you're doing it here with us on this fine Saturday, and we are grateful for it. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. The worldwide devil in the house. I am still suffering from my mini mosquito bites last night. Man, I was helping with an event. I was being paid also, but for O'Leary's Castle, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, event planning service. Give it up for O'Leary's Castle. I was valeting last night.
It's putting in work.
I was valeting last night for a lady who was having her 50th birthday, but the mosquitoes.
Was it outside?
Yeah.
The party was outside.
It was in the backyard. Nice home, of course. But the mosquitoes were ridiculous. I mean, I thought I was in an ant bed. You know, because when I got there, we're putting up the table, and we're just putting on like table, like table spandex. It's like this, something like they're like stretchy. They go over the legs, and it just makes the table look very nice. But yeah, I thought I was in an ant bed.
You know that there is a reason why they make that stuff.
When I looked down, god damn, I had about half a dozen mosquitoes on my legs, man. I mean, like, they were on me, freaked me out. I thought I was being mosquito poisoned last night. I felt like I was gonna pass out. I was being attacked so much. It was so uncomfortable. It was just, I had my legs out. I wore shorts.
Oh, he was trying to be sexy.
Shorts, man. I was trying to be cool. Shit, I know how it was. It ended up getting a little too damn cold out there. But then once we start bringing everybody back their cars, then it cooled down. But that's how my Friday was. I didn't get home till 3 in the morning. Divided. I'm tired.
He said he's tired, Bo.
I heard my phone ringing. But that being said, thank you for joining us. And what's going on with you this evening in your world, Big Yoda holla?
And then you go blank. See, that's how this shit works. You have something on your mind, either say mosquitoes, tough shit.
That shit was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's that time of year, too.
It was horrible. I've never been bitten so much in my life. I didn't even know what was going on. I mean, it was like an all-out mosquito attack. It was like, it was vicious, man. I mean, all on my head, and my head is bald. I was snapping them off my head. It was horrible, man. I mean, it was like, they were really, really attacking, man. I had knots all on my head, all on my neck, my face, all on my ears. I'm nursing them some still today. Some of them damn knots I had. I'm like, oh man,
Did you at least get into some good cars?
Oh, great cars. All the cars were hot. It was all of them electric. Teslas, Porsches, Maybach. One guy had a Maybach. He pulled up in a Maybach. Yeah, great cars, man. They were all, wealthy people. It was a great function. Didn't get on till 3 in the morning, though. Almost 3, about 2:45. Didn't get to bed.
3 in the morning, huh?
About 2:40, 2:30. But I didn't get to bed until like 4:30 in the morning. I'm tired, divided. I'm tired.
He said he's tired.
Boss.
No, man.
Tired. What's going on in the world today? Talk to me.
Hey, no, but I wanted to bring up something that it's kind of old, but
it's kind of old,
not that
but
old.
It's kind of new.
It's about Crawford, man.
Crawford. Who is Crawford?
Terrence Crawford, the boxer, had a parade in his own city.
Terrence Crawford had a parade
in his city.
Oh yeah, the guy that just beat Canelo.
Canelo, yeah, had a parade.
And he was arrested.
He was dragged out of his car at gunpoint at his parade.
At his parade. Man, what did he do?
What was the reason for him to get dragged out of his car? He made a lane change or some shit like that. And then he happened to pull him over and seen the gun.
But he switched lanes without using his blinker?
Or something like that.
Come on, man. Jesus.
That's just crazy to me. In your own city, they having a parade for you. And they pulled their gun on you.
And what's the outcome?
I don't know, man.
He's from Nebraska. For anybody that may be wondering where Crawford is, for those who wonder, Crawford was the boxer who just won all Canelo Alvarez's belts. It was just a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, almost 2, right? Month or 2 ago.
Yeah, it's about a month and a half.
The Black Man Foundation beat Canelo, and I guess he went back home to Nebraska, and they were honoring him, which a place I have visited before. honoring him with a parade on his accomplishments, and I guess he. My thing is, if it's your parade, what are you doing? Making a radical. Oh, okay. So he's on his way home. Oh, he's on his way home. Yeah. And I'm thinking he should be up on the floaty.
Yeah, no,
like you're not on the floaty. Like what's the deal with him?
It was almost. I guess it was over.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the deal with like. Cause I'm like, if you're gonna be in a parade, I'm like, you're gonna be up, doing a parade hands.
Edie said, DWB. Tay said, what up, bros?
DWB. What is DWB?
Driving while black.
Oh, it's tragic. I tell you.
At black, your parade, though. That's just what kills me.
I'm black, and I've been driven, and I've been pulled over driving while black, and I tell you, the excuses that they give you are just ridiculous. You just be like, did I do all that?
You say, yep.
It's just not. I was watching something that was, I don't know how old it was viral. I guess a cop beating up a woman that was picking her son up from school. I saw on one of the platforms, and I guess it's
beating her up.
A police officer. She was being detained for some reason. Why? Damn. I don't know. She was also black. She was being detained for one reason. For reasons, a woman being detained, and man, he took her all the way down to the ground, man, and they were wrestling, and she was tumbling, and he got the swinging on this woman, and I just don't know what I would do in a situation like that. I don't know. I'll probably be going to jail. I'll probably be getting killed that day. I don't know if I can just sit back and watch him just beat on that woman like that. I mean, they literally. You see people stepping in. He's by himself. It's a white cop. You can see, but it's at a school. I don't know. Divided. Get in the bed with me on this video or anything. I can't. I don't know enough to bring it up, but it's just talking about this young man being pulled out of the car at his parade. It's still ridiculous out there. People are still being harassed. And it's just it's not. It's never gonna be. I'm just saying, just pray you're not ever in that kind of situation, because it doesn't seem like it's ever gonna stop. It just
seems like we're put in a position where we have to be the ones that de-escalate everything.
Once you know who you're dealing with, it's like knowing your enemy, man. It's like you got to know how to play the game so you can get home. That's all I'm trying to say. You can get erratic. You can get radical out there, but they've got methods for it. They got methods for it. I mean, it depends on how bad you want to go to jail or you want to go home. What movie is that? You want to go to jail or you want to go home? It's just that simple. If you want to go to jail, then get to talking that shit and just start being defiant.
I don't know, what movie is that?
Training Day. You start being defiant.
So. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, start being defiant.
They were beating up. They beat him up, or what?
Oh, yeah, when after he had shot his buddy, boom, shot him in the belly. He was like, "Let me quarterback this thing. Come on, shut up, be quiet. You want to go to jail? You want to go home? You know what I'm saying? It's not what they know. It's what they can prove. He just trying to divide. And I feel like a pincushion for all those mosquitoes, little needle noses. It's just bad. But yeah, it's still going on out there. It's just etiquette. You have to, if you're black, you just gotta have a certain etiquette, man. You know.
Edie says, so what are we supposed to do as a people?
As a people, we are supposed to. I mean, if you're innocent, ain't no need to get radical. Is what I'm saying. But then some people get radical because they are innocent. If you understand what I'm saying.
Well, that's what happened to the boy last.
You get pissed off because you know you're not doing nothing, but you also know that being what they expect you to be, which is that angry black man, they have methods for it. They have an MO for that. So we as a people, it's just like it's sad to say. It's not. It's just you got to think about getting home. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, you can flash out like, officer, what I do? I ain't did nothing. You can take that whole approach.
I've heard a lot of people say, but you're supposed to fight in the courtroom and not on the street.
I'm just saying, if you know what's happening out there, that's all I'm saying. It's just being equipped with information, and it's just war. It's almost like war. It's tactics. It's tactics. Certain tactics you have to use. And when you're black, you have to use them when you're getting pulled over. I'm telling you, any sign of aggression or any erradical movement could get you gunned down.
Tay said, where were you at when you was getting bit up, bro?
I don't even know. We were out on Greenfield and somewhere far out. That's where we were at. Greenfield and somewhere far out. But them damn mosquitoes was eating me alive at these people's house. I'm telling you. And the guests didn't seem like they were too bothered by the mosquitoes. But, man, I was getting chewed to death. My legs were riddled with knots. Just, they were stinging me in my back. I could feel them stinging me through my shirt. These were some aggressive ass, man, serious mosquitoes, man. These mosquitoes were relentless. They would not let up.
What are we supposed to do as a people? We are supposed to.
Edie asked the question about how what are we supposed to do as a people? What do you think, Big Yoda?
We are supposed to be unified. What J. Edgar Hoover said was the biggest threat to the United States.
He said we're supposed to be unified. Dream on, dream away.
We don't have to be unified on everything, just particular situations.
What particular situation? Like what?
Like
driving while black?
Yeah, that's you shouldn't be having to go against. They should have a.
Unfortunately, it's hard to get but unfortunately, it's hard to get everybody in the bed on that because no one wants to be that radical person that just starts shaking that tree. All their friends, they're trying to climb this corporate ladder. They want to get their white buddies and friends over to their houses. They want to get invited. It just depends on the state of mind of the people, man. It's hard, which reminds me of a movie called One Battle After Another, I think it's called. Have you heard of the movie? The Tatiana young lady's in it. You know the guy with married to the Hooper, Sherman, the guy with the weird name. With the beard. Basketball player. His name, they were like
Ahmad Shepard.
Schubert or something. No, his name ain't Shepard. Shumpert or something like that. He played the shot.
Yeah, Ahmad Shumpert.
That guy, his ex. Tati, what's her name? Tati? Yeah. She's a dancer.
She's Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. It's kind of a movie. That's what we need to do. I'm trying to get to Edie's question. Revolution. That's what that movie's about. Battle. One battle after another. It's got Tatiana. What's her name?
Tiana Taylor.
We got Tiana Taylor in it. Sean Penn's in it. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. It's about that because that's what they're doing. They're a radical group called French 75 or something like that. And they're going around. They're like revolutionaries, and they're going around blowing up shit and just doing all kind of stuff. Trying to fight the government and stuff. Kind of put you in an ISIS kind of situation. They raiding people, but it's an interesting movie. They got code, they got slang talk, and they're all like warring against this machine. But yeah, people have to get on one page. You have to be. Some people just afraid of revolution. Because revolution is not a revolution. Well, you can't. Not the kind of not this platform social media revolution.
It's a political revolution.
You need to take to the street. You need to fire.
We need to win in the courtroom.
No, man, that's not going to happen for us.
We're
not going to win in the courtroom, though. We don't have no representation to win in the courtroom. No one represents us in our issues. We don't have any city officials. Who's our city officials? Who can we turn?
Edie said, but who could lead us? Black people don't have leadership like when we had Malcolm and Martin.
That's the problem. Too much infiltration.
It's
Interpol.
Code.
Interpol.
It can't be a person. They can take out a person, as we've seen with Malcolm and Martin. They can take out a person.
It has to be a whole movement. A movement.
A code.
or a movement.
A code of ethics. Of what's important to us and what's not. Because it depends on really where you're from in this place. A lot of people come from other places. And running water is all they needed. So that they have a different agenda as somebody who's been here and people who's been here over hundreds of centuries.
But back to what Edie was, it's hard to find someone to lead because now everybody's rubbing elbows with everybody now.
Well, everybody's a leader now. That's what social media is.
Everybody's in bed with each other now, so no one wants to rock the boat. You know, you don't want to disturb you. You know, you don't want to sound like that radical.
But are you on code with what?
No, ain't no code.
The people need,
and that's what that movie's about. Another battle, one battle after another. I suggest that you watch that movie, Divided. One battle after another.
One battle after another.
It's called with that Tiana. What her name is?
Tiana Taylor.
That girl. Tiana Taylor's in it. But it's interesting because they have a code that they follow, and the guy becomes a. It's just crazy.
Most of these organizations have codes. It's just the fact that they've been infiltrated.
Decoded. They've been decoded.
They've been COINTEL. And that's what I mean by you can't have a leader. You have that code has to be the leader.
Well, that's the problem.
They can't change the ideology like white supremacy. That's the ideology. It's not.
It's a way of thinking. It's
not actual. Them actually calling you a nigger or slapping you upside your head and kicking and beating you. Although it goes to that, but most of it is just an ideology. If they want to say that black person bad, they all say that person black. It's just simple.
I just say propaganda. Check that movie out. It froze on me. I got like to the last maybe half an hour of it. It ended up freezing, but you got this guy who's trying to become a part of this like elite, so this elite club with these white gentlemen in power, and they asked him has he ever had any interracial relationships. Come to find out he had. This is the Sean Penn character. I don't want to give total movie away, but it's in the theaters. I was watching it on a streaming platform, but it's called One Battle After Another. Interesting movie.
Is it a new old movie?
It was her latest movie. It came out last year, I believe, 2024. Early to mid late part of 2024. Like I said, it's got an all-star cast in it. Like I said, Leonardo's in it, Sean Penn's in it, Benicio del Toro's in it.
Oh wow!
My sister that played in the young lady that was the stripper in Best Man. She's in. I can never remember her.
Regina Hall.
Is it Hall?
Yeah, they have Regina Hall, and Regina King is the one that's in Poetic Justice and Boys of the Hood.
Hall is who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Regina she does Hall all the spoofs and comedies.
Yes, this one is a more serious role, very serious. She's a revolutionary in the movie, and I think they're called French 75 or something like that. But I was watching it today. Interesting watch, but it goes back to what Edie was saying about what do we do as a people. We, first of all, come together on the issues that affect us. Not in every city. We have to organize like a chapter. We have to have chapters basically, where we have almost like an underground railroad kind of. Because you can't let people know what you're doing. That's another thing. It's the trust issues are so important because one, loose lips sink ships. I'm just saying it just takes one to get in and freak it all up for everybody else. And that's the problem. But that's what has to happen. Kind of like what they were doing in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s with all these guys, that all these groups that started out as groups for the people and then turning into gangs, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because they were dealing with what they were dealing with. It's underworld. Let's try to run this. You know what I'm saying? They run let's try to get us. When they run that too, you start making a certain amount of money, they send people in on you and infiltrate your organization. And then you got football numbers and everybody's telling on each other. But it's interesting. But that's what we have to do. But even in that movie, the main lady, the Tiana lady, she ended up being. You just gotta watch it if you get a chance to. I wouldn't suggest going to see it at the movie theater, but if you have a streaming service or platform, you go, how we do these days, and it's called that movie. But that's what we have to do, Edie, to answer your question. organize and get on the same page, one accord. We have to have chapters and a lingo, because they had a lingo because dude was getting pissed off and he was old, he raised his daughter, he kind of left the movement. You know what I'm saying? But the movement was still going. When they was asking him for all the codes, he couldn't remember them. He's like, okay, well, what time is it? He was to tell him, there is no time. The time doesn't exist, yada, 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 yada. Yeah. You got to speak the code. He can't speak the code, so he ain't getting no information. They hanging up the phones on him and shit. And I'm going to call an eagle some kind of Black Hawk code, Black Hawk, where you go above his head. And it was just an interesting movie, but that's what we have to do. We unite as a people and then start fighting the things that concern us. And,
Gary said, my brother, Surgeon D to the T.
What's going on with you, Gary?
What up?
Thank you for joining in with us, and thank you for your feedback, Edie.
It's something that's it starts with a small group. You don't have to take everybody.
Revolution.
It just has a small group, about 10% of the black population, or whatever, and then it starts to roll downhill from there. But it got to start somewhere, and we got to have a specific
and you
agenda.
Hate to just because I have so many loved ones in my life. Now we're not all black, and I don't like to try to make things seem like it's always about race and color, but it is. That's just where we live. That's just where it's no way around it. It's a country with it's a
divided states of America.
That's what I was about to say, man. It's a divided states of America. Like where we were working last night, you could see the privilege. You know what I'm saying? These little Caucasian hairy children. And I'm just looking, I'm like, man, this house is massive, it is huge. It looks like something out of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. That's what this house looks like. And I'm like, me and my nephew, he like looking at it like, damn. I said, that it must be quite interesting growing up in a house. Like I said, this is your childhood home. This is what your childhood memories are. They ride in ATVs and dirt bikes and golf cart, just all kind of gadgets and gadgets and shit. I'm just sitting back looking, and I'm like, man,
Melita said, hey, fellas.
That must be like, hey, thank you. How you doing, Melita, out there in these divided states? I'm saying it's too much division in the divide. That's why we're divided. It's no more people because it's too easy to turn the people on one another, man.
People need different things.
Because if you
every
get a person
group don't need the same thing.
And that's why there is no people. Because like I said, what might affect you may not affect this person over here. You know? And that's the problem. That's why it's easy to turn people. Because it's like, well, that's not my issue. My issue is more this, that, and the other. So it's either, okay, well, if we give you this, will that make you go against that? Will you speak against those guys over there? If we give you everything you need, can we count on you to be eyes and ears and listen to those guys and report to us? And that's how it starts. Next thing you know,
but there's a lot of trickery.
Infiltrated.
There's a lot of trickery in this language that they can use that a lot of people don't read the fine print. And like most people do on the internet, they just read the headlines and go off that. They don't get to the fine print where it changes drastically, and now you have no privacy. You didn't sign away all your privacy and rights.
Well, this world that we live in is not a private world anymore because
not since after 9/11.
Well, every social media, everyone's leaving a carbon footprint. It's just, and that we're all tied to our devices. I mean, just think about it. Everything you do, it has something to do with a platform or some kind of device. Everybody I see on the road, head is usually down. Why? Because they've got a phone in their hand or they've got it on the board dash. But there is no more privacy because you share it. We're all being
they signed it away.
You're being psychoanalyzed by everything you like or dislike. Every time you push a whoop. And you push a thumbs up or thumbs down. They're analyzing.
I was watching something the other day.
That's what they're doing. You're telling them what you like and don't like. You're telling them how to program you. And not to mention that they've already got you programmed, but now you're telling them how to do it. Because first they just had it all figured out. We're just going to do this. But now with this social media, you're showing them exactly what you like.
Gary said, especially after COVID, there really is less privacy. Well, no, they've been
even before COVID, though. Way before COVID. Way before COVID. I'm telling you, man, with the invention of the television, once they start coming into your home, I'm telling you.
Edward Snowden said many
years ago. It's a two-way transmitting device. You can hear everything coming through that television, and on the other side, they could too.
Like I said, I watched Edward Snowden
transmitter
on last week tonight.
And Snowden, right?
Yeah.
This technology's been around. I watched Snowden. Have you seen this show about the program about the whistle?
And they said, would you be upset if your government had your dick print? Had your dick pic or your vagina pic?
They have it
on some
if you've ever in their book somewhere. Print, a pic of your Peter or your Pride. They've got it somewhere.
And how do you feel about that? Do you like the fact that
you're not anybody of an importance, but if you were, and that's how they get you, you know, we're going to show the world that you sent your vagina to your supervisor.
Gary said, but now your DNA tells everything about you. Your DNA been telling everything about you.
Come on, Gary. Your DNA's been doing that. Haven't you seen Jurassic Park?
They don't let us. These movies be letting you in on what they're about.
They foreshadow everything they're gonna do to you. That's exactly.
They gotta break you in piece by piece.
They gotta break you down so that it's not a mass hysteria.
Starting with the Jetsons. Jetson.
They're separating people from each other. You walk into the stores now, like some of these fast food restaurants, and you gotta order everything through a computer. It's very little contact with another human. I went in there. I even asked the young lady. I said, "Please tell me I don't have to deal with this computer screen. Can I just talk to you and order my food through you? I'm looking right at you." She's like, yeah, give me one. Let me get you somebody. I said, don't do me like that. I said, I don't like all these damn machines and shit.
Let me go get my manager.
Just let me go order a burger. I just want to order a burger. I don't want to tap the screen. No, I don't want to do that.
And now you see how they're moving you towards everything. It's more convenient, unless you're in some type of bind, to have a card than it is to have actual cash.
Well, that's because that's back to that carbon footprint again.
Exactly.
You can't track cash.
Everything you purchase.
You can't track a transaction with cash. You know, you can't track the cash. But with them cards, the debit, the credit, all that stuff leaves a footprint. So that's what your government, that's Big Brothers.
In 1677, you bought this and bought that.
Once you got that television in your home, they were able to listen to everything you were doing.
Especially with them flat ones.
Now when they started giving you the cameras, and these are just, they looking right at, this is what Snowden was talking about. Yeah. This is what he was saying. He's like, man, they can see right into your living room. They can see right into your bathroom. They can see you beating yourself. They can see you pulling. So every time you pull yourself, think about that.
Hey, if the camera is live or not, it's on.
Yes. They say you can wait to turn it off or cover it up. Cover it up and turn it off.
Especially if it's connected to the internet.
But yes, I have a computer in my room, but it's not on. I already have one. My television, my telephone. They're right there. She's recording everything you do. We live in a but then how about, you can't be too private when people share everything on social media anyway right now.
I thought I invented a style, and I watched one of them pronos and seen it on there. I said, I ain't never seen nobody do it like that till I did it like that. What is going on?
So you thought you thought you invented a sexual style.
Yeah, I thought it was all me.
Why did you say he thought he came up with a new sex style?
I'm like,
a position or a style? What do you mean style?
There's a little bit of both.
Young Yoda mode or something?
It was a little bit of both. You know
Yoda's corner, but he said he thought he had something new. I thought you could patent it, huh?
And then I'm like, how the hell?
He ran across Dirk Diggler.
Man, how did he do it just like I did it? That was ironic. I can see it's something similar, But exactly how I did, I'm like, man,
there's hardly
somebody watched.
There's either that or there's just really nothing new. What you thought of, what you're thinking has already been thought of. That's what they say.
But I've seen a lot of it.
You said to the T, though.
Man.
Well, you know what you're showing them.
The only difference was the person, the people. That's the only difference.
Man, do you think you...
So the room looked similar to everything.
Was the TV on while you performing this magnificent new style of sex?
I was someplace where I could have been...
being filmed. Yeah. You think you were being filmed?
You know, you never know in them rooms now.
Hey, that's true.
Man.
That's true, because you might be thinking... I was say, be careful. You know, I mean, you think you're not alone anymore. No one's alone anymore. The only time you're truly alone is in a porta potty. Nobody want to fuck with a porta potty.
And you better hope you don't get no company.
You better start taking all your calls with a porta potty.
And you better hope nobody want to be.
All your shits, take them in a porta potty. Or just pull over at any random porta potty and just take a shit in it with a random for your own privacy.
Well, your bowels better be loose.
No, you
better not have a problem of letting it out.
You gotta understand, that's how you control the people, by knowing what they like. That's why all these algorithms, you're telling the people exactly how to program you now.
Gary said not even then.
You're telling them how. Yeah, you're right, Gary, not even then. Well, like I said, the more...
Oh, shit.
Are we out of sound?
No, we got a little graphic. People they don't want to hear that. They tapped out. They must have been around some church people.
About what?
I don't know. Oh, they just got busy. It is what it is.
Hey, we can't keep your attention. Look, if you stay with us for the duration of this show, God bless you.
Gary said porta potties are rigged, bro. Wired, too. Porta potties are wired too. Okay.
Everything's wired and rigged.
What are you doing in there? Hey,
everything's wired and rigged. Just know that you're always being watched. That's all.
I've been weary of porta potties ever since I seen Friday the 13th.
Oh man, when they killed my man, ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby. That's my boy. That's my boy, Munoz. Something Miguel A. Munoz. That's all
and was it Bud in it? That was that one too?
Bud. Oh yeah, Bud.
No, dude was a Silver Spoon. What's his name? God,
no, Dudley.
It
was Dudley from Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
It was Dudley in there from Silver Spoon. Yeah, boy.
He said, "You're not lying."
Man.
Yeah. They shook that thing. Had me nervous. And I done seen so much since then too that people done picked them up and scooped them and moved them up. Turn them upside down and just random shit all over the place. What if your phone fell in a
porta potty? That's it. You ain't going after that shitty phone. What if your phone fell in your own shitty water? Would you go in there to get it out?
Yes.
Like if you are taking a shit and bloop, and it fell between your legs and bloop, and it hit that shitty water. I don't mean just a log of shit. I mean you done turned it into stew.
I'm gonna go get my phone.
You done turned that shit water into stew. Oh, you gonna dig in there with your raw hand? Damn.
I'll come up with something. I use my MacGyver tech or something around.
Your phone falls in a bowl full of shit. You going to get that phone?
Tay says somebody's watching me.
Somebody's always watching.
And I get no privacy. Oh, whoa.
Somebody's always watching, Tay.
Yeah. Mike said it a long time ago.
Yeah, somebody's always watching you. There's no way around that.
And that's why I always look for the snipers. My son say, "Who you think you is?" Hey,
no
man,
way around that.
Look here. It might not be trying to shoot me, but I'm going to watch him and see where he at. If in case he is trying to shoot me. I don't trust. Hey, man, if you say the wrong things, you get a little popular, man, they'll take you out. And without even a blink of an eye, and keep going. That's another thing that gets me, because they like to say black people commit the most violent crimes in America. Like these wars just don't count.
Well, they're not in America. They're not technically. These wars are. They're saying they're not on domestic land, but there have been some domestic.
No, they're saying we're inherently violent because of our skin. That's what they're saying.
We're inherently violent because of our skin. The sun makes us vital.
And we ain't started that damn war.
It's hard to when you ain't in control of the resources. You know, in a perfect world, everyone gets along. Let's just keep it real. In a perfect world, everyone gets along, but we don't live in a perfect world.
Nowhere close to.
So it's ludicrous to think like that. You know what I mean? You have to stay on your pivot. You can't afford to be that naive these days. You just can't afford to be like that. You have to know that there's poison in the food. The food is GMO, genetically modified.
I call it all rat poison.
The meat is all. It's just. I mean, your only defense is to know. You know what I mean? And then what do you do with the information once you know? Things aren't going to get any better. Is what I try to tell people. I mean, it's not. It's not. It's going to be rough. I believe exactly what the Word of God says when He says the world will see a time and it's never seen before. And it also says there's nothing new under the sun. So that should tell you that how horrible it's going to get here soon. Maybe not in our age, but in our children, man, it's going to be crazy.
Gary said, I mean, if y'all was tech savvy enough, you could see me while I see you. My point is, the technology is out there for surveillance. Yes, it is. That's what we've been saying.
Been out there for surveillance.
Man.
It's been out there. Yeah,
they just finally letting the general public see it.
And that's just a smidgen of what they know. They ain't even letting you see a smidgen of what they really see. Come on, man.
Gary said for sure on what Serge is saying.
Man, I'm telling you.
Edie said, but who shoots up schools? I mean, when we were younger, there were shots at school, but nobody was actually intentionally going to shoot up the school.
You know what I think these school shooters are? Have you ever seen a movie called Manchurian Candidate? I think these are people that are brainwashed, and they are fair triggering words, and they are activated. I think these people are activated. You gotta see that movie, Manchurian Candidate. It was remade with Denzel Washington and the fella Peoples that played in that first Shaft. But I think these people are actually made and programmed. And when the government calls on them, I think they get calls. They get this voice on the other end of that phone, and it puts these people into action. Because I think it's a plot. They're trying to eventually take the guns out of the hands of American people. And how do you do that other than keep releasing these mass shooters on schools and on children and on churches, and they're everywhere. I mean, because they're trying to push an agenda is what I think.
Gary said both of y'all on point. And yes.
It may be a conspiracy, but I'm telling you, that's what I think it is, Edie. They activate these people. These people lie dormant, like mold or like mushrooms growing in shit. They keep them in the dark. And when they want to move some shit, they call these people. Now, if you see that movie, Manchurian Candidate,
I'm waiting to be active. I'm waiting my activation.
Hey, well, hopefully you get activated on something that don't affect the poor people and the people of this demographics. But I'm trying to tell you.
Hulali said that was a good movie.
Hey, but I'm trying to say, Hulali, about what Edie was saying about who be shooting up these schools. And I think it's these type of people that are just randomly just taken, and they are brainwashed.
Well, they don't have to be activated, because we've seen it on Higher Learning with,
but if you think about it, he was activated.
Yeah, because
he didn't get the call but he had already been brainwashed. And it just took that one incident to put him in the play. But in that movie though, they're calling them and they say they've been hypnotized and they've been and they get the phone call and they call you by your name, Charles Shaw, Anthony Shaw, and then something just goes on.
And you said, what about Gamer? You seen Gamer?
With Gerard Butler, that Gamer. Is that what you're talking about, Hulali? With Gerard Butler, it's like you're playing. It's like a video game and.
Leah say hi,
Hey, what's going on?
Hey. She said yes. Hulali said yes.
Yes, I have seen good movie, but Matter of fact, you're gonna make me revisit that movie, Gamers, because it's similar. It's like that. It's like you're playing this guy in a video game and he's trying to get out. It's like a conspiracy in the game. I'm gonna have to revisit.
Miss Ryan said Gamer was good.
Gamer was good. I'm gonna have to revisit that, Hulali. Thank you. I'm gonna put that on my list.
What about the indigenous bastards or whatever?
Inglorious.
Inglorious. That's what it is. I only seen it once.
Yeah. But
that was the
like
military.
But
that was actually inside the military.
But that's what they saying, that these guys have been a part of the military. They've had some kind of military background where they've been snatched up. And they've been brainwashed and they've been programmed with this killer, like, hypnotic type shit. And when they want to put them in the play, they activate them and they send them out there and they go shoot up kids in schools and shit.
That's what Leah said. Leah said, what are you guys' thoughts on mass shooting? That's what we were talking about.
That's what we're talking about, Leah. Those mass shootings. We think these people are activated by high-ranking governmental officials. I think it's a plot to push an agenda to take the guns out of the hands of
or they've been brainwashed and conditioned like what's his name, Charles Manson type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, Charles
what's
was
the
like,
ones where they what's his name? Damn.
Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh.
No, he had to drink the Kool-Aid. What's his name? Jim Jones.
Oh, Jim Jones. Yeah. Well, see, that's brainwashing, manipulation.
Yeah, but I was saying that type of stuff goes on too.
These people didn't know the word of God. There's a lot of feeble-minded people out there. Those are the David Koreshes and the Jim Joneses of the world, and there's not even saying people are totally correct until people start dying. They started miscrewing the word of God to fit their own agenda. Of course, if that's how you read it, show thyself approval, because you wouldn't know it. You just know what they telling you. So, of course, it's easy to be when you brainwashed like that, man. A lot of his followers were
Hulali said Hunter with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro.
Benicio
del
Toro. Yeah, Hunter. Old movie. I saw that. I haven't seen it in a while though.
I haven't seen it.
So you can see something. This is what I was telling my friend. I'm like, in order to watch a movie, you gotta watch a movie. You just can't look at the pictures. You gotta hear the dialogue. You gotta be able to follow the story so you know what's going on in it. But great movie suggestions too on the topic on that matter. But yeah, that's who I think are
Gary said Trump's first assassination attempt by the 22-year-old kid is an example of mind control activation.
I would not disagree with you on that, Gary. I'll say I would have to totally agree with you on that. If you look at the Jason Bourne movies, they got so many programs, like all these black op programs that our government be running unbeknownst to us, paid by our tax dollars. They run all kind of operations all over the world, even in our own backyard that we have no idea about. That's what the book Behold a Pale Horse, which was written over 30-some years ago, that's what that book's talking about.
Rico said, I'm still alive. What it do? Y'all love family.
Rico, what up with you? What you mean you're still alive? Did you have a brush with death or something? I'm being serious.
I want to know
because he jumped in like, hey, I'm still alive. Yeah. Like you almost got ate by a shark or something. What's going on with you, little bro?
You out there trying to be wild and free?
Elaborate for us, man. You barely escaped out of something with bruising and scrapes and bruises, or you just saying we ain't seen you in a minute. You still here? Thank you for joining in with us.
Or he whooped your ass and you still alive though.
So you just say no, that ain't just a little shiny nigga. No, it ain't that big.
Say look at him though.
It ain't that big. But yeah, shout out to Diane Keaton again. I didn't even know Diane died. She's an old white lady actress. Very good actress though, man. Great movies. I didn't know. Yeah, everybody's passing.
I know who you is. Leah said, do y'all know who I am? My name on TikTok is different than my government.
That's Bones baby, ain't it?
Yeah, she thinks
she
think we don't know who she is.
That's That's now you done twist me up now with your name. The real name is
Well, that's a middle name. It's not even a real middle name. Aaliyah is a middle name.
It's a middle name, but the first name is I look like a fool.
And your uncle do too.
Your first that's what's John A. Not John A. That's Deja. Deja Leah.
Yeah, there she typed it in. We was gonna get it.
Deja.
We getting old.
Nah, we ain't getting old. I just
we know who you is, baby girl.
The names, the pseudonyms is
You know, if we know your middle name, we know your first name. We just
thank you for being here with your uncle. How are you doing with your beautiful self? Thank you.
Keeping life being a strong soldier that you are.
So inspiring you are to us, and just want to let you know that. Thank you again for tuning in with us, and with that being said,
love y'all.
Love you too, kiddo. Love you too.
Yeah.
What everybody got going on? What's going on for Halloween? It's almost on us. Are there still any trick-or-treaters out there? Who still takes their child trick-or-treating? Or do you just buy a bunch of candy and let them watch a lot of horror movies all day?
I didn't gave up my trick-or-treating. There's none of my grandkids, they go with their parents.
Do they still go with them?
I believe so.
I mean, that's
Ryan say I take mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, I don't know. I ain't been trick-or-treating in. Boy, I tell you.
Gary said American Ultra is another movie about CIA mind control over citizens.
American Ultra. American Ultra. That is a good movie.
Edie said I take mine trick-or-treating.
Do you eat it? Yeah, that's what's up.
Gary said I buy the candy, but I eat it myself.
I ain't mad at you. I mean, the kids don't know no better. It's still fun for them, That's what you do it for them. You know what I'm saying? I was just.
Edie said, then I check the bag. Yeah, you gotta get it.
You gotta check the bag. It's a lot of weirdos out there. I remember years ago, I think there were. I forget what. I think we were in Tucson. There were people that was. A couple of people bit up on some apples, the razors in the apples.
Leah said people are about to start boycotting holidays because the government is trying to take EBT. They said if they're going to starve us, we should starve them. Hey, I always say keep your money to yourself. Only buy what you need. Because all this other stuff is for the birds.
Well, you go eat out, and you just, all the eating out and all, you just give me your money right back, all your hard earned, right back to the machine that you're fighting. I mean, that's all you're doing. But then what do you say? Do I stay home and be bored, stay in the house all day long? I don't be bored in the house. I was talking to my niece about it.
Not even a little bit.
I mean, getting out is one thing, but all the time, I don't want to get out all the time. I work all week. I'd be content just staying in the house. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, if they're going to starve us, why not starve them?
We've been in the Hunger Games. Like I said, it's in these movies. These Hunger Games is really real.
These Hunger Games are real, and are you going to go run for your village? Are you gonna get in the Hunger Game and fight for your family?
Gary said, I know that's right.
Are you gonna fight?
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse for those. It's the haves and the have-nots.
They eliminated the middle class.
They're gonna eliminate. They're eradicating the middle class. There is no middle. They're just here and there's.
When people didn't ride when they said, I don't want to pay you a living minimum wage, we should have ride then. Everybody who's not.
Well, here's the reason why you couldn't get everything, because that didn't affect everybody. Because you got the people that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Like I said, I didn't know so many people were making over $1 million a year.
And then you got the people who don't want to lose the very little that they already have. You start talking shit and start voicing your opinion. Watch that movie. I'm telling you, watch that movie. One battle after another. It speaks about exactly what we should be doing right now in America as a people. We should be out in the streets blowing up shit. I'm telling you. Shaking up the establishment. That's what we should be doing right now.
Well, there's
the
all
revolution shit, not marching with picket signs. I'm talking
that's
about,
part of it too.
I'm talking about, no, man, we're way past that. We need to take up arms. We need to have arms, and we need to have a plan.
That's
we
part
need to
of
have
it too.
code. We need to have strategics. We need to have strategies. We need to have places where we can go and meet underground, where no one else is, with all like-minded others. That's what we need to be doing to get some kind of. You're still not going to destroy the machine.
We're on the verge of martial law. This man keeps sending National Guard while he's firing them at the same time, but he keeps sending the National Guard into the cities on civilians.
What are the people doing about that? They ain't taking up no arms.
They're
not rioting in the streets. I'm not talking about tearing up your neighborhoods and the stores you're shopping in. I mean targeting the establishment that's starving you.
Aaliyah said the voice of the unheard is a riot. Yes.
Yeah, if they use their voices but you gotta be in the mood.
That's why you gotta make it louder. That's why you gotta get it louder.
That voice you need to done.
Like Pac said, first we're gonna be like, please, they try to sing our way in. Please, we're hungry, please let us in, please let us in. And then next is gonna be, please let us in and we taking it. Please let us in and we taking it. And then it's kicking in the door and I'm grabbing all the floor. You know what I'm saying? It gets more and more hostile.
That's where we are in America. That's where we should be now.
And that's why they
pick it. And I'm in no way inciting violence against the innocent. What I'm trying to say is
that's
targeting the machine that's starving you. It's the machine. It's the government. All the government ran and operated programs. We just gotta eradicate it, get some people on the inside. Your people are gonna go to jail, or people are gonna die, but we should die for something.
Edie said we just had a No Kings March today in Austin, Texas. Hey, man.
What is that? A No Kings March?
Well, because Trump is acting like a dictator. He's not acting like a president. He's acting more like
he made act like King George, like King Henry VIII. He's on his throne, and it can't nobody tell him nothing. Nothing.
Aaliyah say, Edie, there was one in Minnesota too. Okay.
All right. I mean, but see, here's what I'm thinking about. What I mean by people getting on code, where you have like an underground railroad, you have a plethora of people fighting for the same cause. You have a lingo. That's what I mean. Check out that movie. They got a whole lingo of code words. You can't get any information without knowing this lingo, this manual, and this code. They're asking you stuff like, what time is it? When does the mockingbird fly? Shit like that. You got to be able to...
Did y'all know that the slaves had a language?
Yes, man.
Called the Tuck language?
Whatever, and symbols and shit. I'm just saying, you have to have a form of communication that they don't know about.
At first it was drums
that they don't know about. That's the way it's like. That's how you have to do it. And that's why I think that's a very interesting movie, because it's not set in a old backdrop. Maybe the 70s, I think. Could be in the 70s. But they never really determined whether it. I have to look at it again. But like I said, that's what we need to be in. We need to be in the streets.
That's part of it.
With our own tear gas, our own gas mask. We need to be out there training for war. Well, behind enemy lines.
I always stay militant.
We need to be stocking up ammo and canned goods. And
all of this stuff can just be taken away from us.
It's going to be taken away.
So I don't get comfortable with none of this.
All of it is going to be taken away if you believe in what the word says. It's all lining up to that one world order, that one world currency. Either you take the mark, you don't. You won't be able to exchange.
That reminds
me. You won't be able to do no kind of exchanging. You're gonna have to deal with the barter system.
I've heard there's places that by 2028, if you don't have the Bill Gates chip, you can't work in their country. I think it was China,
wait and
Hong
see.
Kong or something like that.
No one wants to believe the word of God, but I'm telling you, the book is alive. And right now, prophecy is being fulfilled. Wait and see. Wait, look at all the stuff going on in the Middle East. Just watch. If you live long enough to see it. I say right now, Lord, I hope I'm alive when you come back. Just to see everyone at that pruning look. I want to see all those doubters. I just want to see it.
He say it'll be difficult to keep anything a secret with social media.
Well, that's what I mean. You can't. That good. You're right.
Oh, he said the UK has the chip. Yeah, and if you don't get it, and guess what they say? It's free.
And if you don't get it, you will not be able to work. You won't be able to make any exchange. You won't be able to buy or sell. It's coming. People want to refute the word. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. You got this criminal running the country, running our country, Donald Trump. How? Because it lets you know that it's a country built on criminalism. That's how you know. It's a bunch of criminals running the country.
Man.
And that's why we have a criminal as our president. Hey, what can I say? He's still my president.
And they're fighting to get in.
I don't like what he stands for, but he's still my president. But
that he is.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. The people don't come together. That's why you're going to have to run for the hills.
But they're all on each side.
Run
left,
for
right,
the hills.
They all want to keep the status quo.
Well, no one wants to lose their $2,000 an hour lookers, their Persian rugs and shit. Don't nobody want the world to end. They don't want it to. So they're going to manipulate it and mold it and shape it and make it to where it appeases to those who have. Now, we down here on the bottom, this is where all the shit's going to be. And it's going to build right up. This is where it's all going to be at. This is where it's going to get treacherous at. You know, because you don't have a lot as it is, and they're already taking a little that you have, and woe unto those who are with child in these days and age. Ay, Dios mío.
Heads up, TikTok. It might be cutting off in a few minutes, so if you want to catch us on X or Facebook, the club page, do that.
Are we on Instagram?
No, we're on X and
Facebook and
TikTok.
Twitter is X. I'm sorry. Y'all don't listen to me. I ain't even had a lot of sleep.
I'm going to start directing everybody to one specific area, but right now we're on my page on X and the club page on Facebook and TikTok. Like I said, TikTok might be cutting off soon because they only give us a little over an hour to chat.
And thank you all for your feedback and thank you for your comments. It's very appreciated. Like, share, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to hit the button. It don't cost you nothing.
He said, never us, Elon platform.
Never us.
Elon platform. I mean, people give people with money too much credit for me. I don't give a damn.
Well, that's the only time. You're not even going to get no